Thanks to Novium for sponsoring today's video. Stick around to the end to find out how you can elevate your workspace with a Novium hover pen. Over the last few decades, our solar system's largest planet, Jupiter, has been visited by many spacecraft, each making new and exciting discoveries, and each beaming back new, clearer views of the magnificent gas giant. But it's NASA's Juno spacecraft, which is studying Jupiter right now, that has revealed the planet like never before. Flying closer than any other spacecraft and capturing jaw-dropping views that almost look like works of art. This is the closest we have ever seen the solar system's king of the planets. You're watching V101 Space. My name's Rob, and if you enjoy my videos, then remember to subscribe and tap the notification bell to never miss an upload. Juno arrived at Jupiter in July 2016 after a grueling 5-year, 2.8 billion kilometer journey and successfully settled into a polar orbit which takes the spacecraft just above the cloud tops of the planet. During its prime mission, Juno collected more than 3 terabits of scientific data, and it's not finished yet. It still has a very busy schedule, currently completing an extended mission which is expected to run until September 2025, a testament to how well Juno was designed and built. But its time at Jupiter has not been easy. To the naked eye, the gas giant looks like a placid, stripy sphere floating in the darkness of space. But this planet is anything but placid. It presents an extremely difficult environment to explore because of its intense radiation. The harshest radiation in the solar system other than the sun, in fact, which bombards Juno every time it swoops around the planet, passing within just a few thousand kilometers of its cloud tops. But scientists and engineers designed Juno to withstand Jupiter's unforgiving environment by building it like an armored tank, protecting the probe's essential electronics from frying as it passes through the radiation zones. And because it can achieve this extreme journey, coming as close as 5,000 kilometers to the planet, it has completed 56 close orbits, allowing us to see the gas giant like never before. Jupiter's thick atmosphere is organised into belts and zones, separated by turbulent jet streams along the belt-zone boundaries, and this leads to chaotic, yet spectacular regions of multicoloured clouds. When we look closer at these regions, complex swirls can be seen, with bursts of bright white pop-up clouds that appear scattered throughout the scene, some of which are visibly casting shadows on the neighbouring cloud layers beneath them. Interestingly, scientists can actually use these shadows to determine the distances between the cloud layers in Jupiter's atmosphere, which provide clues to how they formed and what they are made of. This incredible image captures more high-altitude cloud formations that are surrounded by swirling patterns in Jupiter's north-north temperate belt region. Scientists have wondered for decades how deep these bands extend, and because of Juno's gravity measurements during its close flybys, we now have an answer. It was discovered that these bands of flowing atmosphere actually penetrate deep into the planet, to a depth of at least 3,000 kilometers. Scattered throughout the belts and zones, you can also see violent rotating vortexes, raging storms of thick gas whipping around at immense speeds. But these are not storms like we see on Earth. On Jupiter, they are very different. On Earth, huge hurricanes and cyclones are centered on regions of low pressure, but on Jupiter, it is the high-pressure anticyclone storms that are the largest. On Earth, large storms can last for weeks, but on Jupiter, they can last for years. On Earth, large storms can be as large as a country, but on Jupiter, they can be as large as a planet. In this incredible image, an enormous swirling white oval is visible, while numerous smaller cloud swirls extend into the distance. The lighter coloured clouds are higher up than the darker clouds, and it almost looks as though the storm is moving through the atmosphere, leaving a magnificent pattern of chaos in its wake. This close-up image reveals two of Jupiter's large rotating storms. Atmospheric details as small as 4 kilometers can be seen in the image. Again, bright pop-up clouds are visible above the lower storm, casting dark shadows on the cloud's deep bank below. But of course, these storms are nothing when it comes to the gas giant's largest, the famous Great Red Spot. Stargazers have marvelled at this 16,000 kilometer wide spectacle for more than a century. Why it is so red isn't fully understood, but it is thought that it could be the result of UV radiation changing the chemistry in the clouds. The very centre of the immense storm, which is also the reddest area, are the highest clouds, while surrounding the core are deeper swirls rotating in a counterclockwise motion. The eye of the storm is the calmest, with wind speeds that are essentially zero, but farther out the wind screams at 430 to 680 kilometers per hour. At the top of the storm, right where the red starts to fade to white, you may notice a very narrow set of strange vertical lines. These are gravity waves which occur when a fluid or gas gets disturbed, and gravity pulls it back into a flat, balanced state, similar to waves on a beach, for example. The areas in the photo that look black aren't really black, they're just slightly less red than everything else. The regions that look the darkest are likely deeper clouds, which Juno discovered can extend to hundreds of kilometers below the cloud tops. Although never captured in the Great Red Spot, as with storms on Earth, across Jupiter, flashes of immense lightning can also occur. This striking image shows a vortex and a flash of green in the centre, which is the glow from a bolt of lightning. Here on Earth, lightning occurs mostly at lower altitudes and is created by clouds of water vapour which build up a static charge. On Jupiter, the clouds contain ammonia in addition to water, which allows lightning to form at much higher altitudes. One of the most chaotic regions on Jupiter, however, is at the poles of the planet, where multiple storms dance around each other. This incredible image reveals many powerful storms, each thousands of kilometers across near the North Pole. It is thought that figuring out how they formed is key to understanding Jupiter's atmosphere, as well as the fluid dynamics and cloud chemistry that create the planet's other atmospheric features. Scientists are particularly interested in the vortices' varying shapes, sizes, and colours. The huge persistent cyclone at the centre of the image, which is encircled by smaller cyclones, together make a pattern of storms that cover an area that would dwarf the entire Earth. But it's not just the North and South Poles where bizarre patterns and shapes form. Juno captured this image that looks like a ghostly face swirling through the atmosphere. The image shows turbulent clouds and storms along the Terminator line, the dividing line between the day and night sides of the planet. It is obviously not a face, but instead the effects of pareidolia, which causes observers to perceive faces or other familiar shapes in larger, random patterns. Another example of this is this strange dolphin shape, which again obviously is not a dolphin, but instead an example of how dynamic Jupiter's clouds are as they constantly shift and can temporarily mimic many familiar shapes. The captivating images captured by Juno have not only expanded our scientific knowledge, but they have also ignited the imaginations of people around the world. From the mesmerizing swirls of Jupiter's clouds to the enigmatic Great Red Spot, these images serve as a visual feast, inviting us to marvel at the sheer beauty of the largest planet in our solar system. Space exploration has inspired humankind for decades, leading to many fascinating inventions, some of which we can even own, such as Novium's hover pen, the sponsor of today's video. Voted as one of the best inventions of 2022 by Time, this is the Interstellar Edition Hover Pen, a unique, innovative, high-end product, a perfect pen for space fans like us. It has lots of impressive features that are a clear tribute to space and science, such as how the hover pen defies gravity, floating seamlessly in its specially crafted magnetic dock. It resists gravity at a 23.5 degree angle, which is the inclination of Earth's axis, and is made from aircraft-grade aluminium. Simply place this pen on your desk, set it spinning in its dock, and watch as it beautifully rotates like it's floating freely in space. I've had mine for a few weeks now and I love it. It feels balanced, comfortable to hold, and is great to write with. As you can see, I ordered mine in Space Black, but it comes in Starlight Silver, Mars Magma, and Neptune Blue. You can even upgrade to the Premium Edition, which is an 18-karat gold-plated version with a real meteorite shard embedded into the hover pen, connecting you even further with the wonders of our solar system. Novium also offer the Future Edition, a 2-in-1 fountain and rollerball pen with an interchangeable tip. A great option if you want even more of a luxurious and expressive writing experience. So if you're looking for a space-inspired, timeless gift for a loved one or yourself, then click on the link in the description and use my code V101 to get 10% off on all hover pens along with free worldwide shipping. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please tap the like button and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.